You are now a part of something massive. The world of Aetos beckons to you. A world of roleplay, lore, battles, quests, and intrigue awaits you. Shall you answer its call? This video has been much needed for a long time. This is part 1 of a series that I am filming for the intro to Aetos, to hopefully help you learn as much about Aetos as you possibly can. So if you want to learn more about the world of Aetos, check out the Intro to Aetos playlist. The link will be in the description. Also check out the Wanderer's Handbook, which will give you the most up-to-date information and also the most accurate. But let's dive into this. This world began with a blank sheet of paper on May 9th, 2025. It was a massive 42 by 50 inch map challenge where I had to draw every single day for 365 days. The rules were pretty simple. I just had to draw every single day, but I decided that I didn't want to draw on the weekends because I had tried something similar to this before and I got burnt out. I decided I would draw on 365 weekdays. So I set off on May 9th and have not missed a day since. I missed a day the other day, like 2 days ago, but I made up for it. I made up for it. As of recording this, we are on day 253. It started without a story and began to grow very slowly. People were giving me suggestions and I added them, and they were a little bit odd. I tried different things. I had some other mappers collab on the map, which you can actually find some of their pieces on there. I think they're about 5 or something. But eventually, in about July or August, I decided to invite people to be players in my world of Aetos. I created a massive sheet of lore for Aetos, and that began the domino effect. Like I said, I draw every day for 365 days. This series is separated into seasons, each season lasting exactly 6 weeks. And every Friday at 7 p.m. Mountain Time, I have a live stream. And every live stream, 2 or more factions battle it out. Every season there are 2 new factions added, and there is also a core theme. Currently we're in season 7, where the Dronelandi are exploring the west and the Isles of Ice, while the Karii are discovering that there is more beyond their island home. And so how do you come into play? Well, there's actually quite a few different ways to be a part of the world of Aetos, and you don't even have to be in every single one of them. You have live streams, quests, role-playing, we have my Discord, character creation. I mean, the list just goes on. One comment that I really liked was, "Is this an MMOTTRPG?" And I thought that was pretty funny. That's pretty much what Aetos is. And if you don't know what an MMOTTRPG is, it's a massively multiplayer online tabletop role-playing game. That's what Aetos is. And so I'll be creating a video for each of those concepts to help you understand this world of Aetos without having to go through the entirety of the Wanderer's Handbook. But you should still do that. As a player, you aren't expected to know everything on your first time, and you're not even expected to play with every single system. You, as the player, are free to pick and choose what you want to do and want to learn, and how you exactly want to play. The live streams and the battles are the biggest way to influence Aetos. If you want to help forward the story of Aetos and best support your faction, that is the way to do it. Every Friday night at 7 p.m. Mountain Time, I live stream on Twitch, Instagram, and YouTube, and you can join on any of those 3 platforms. If you want my suggestion, I'd say Twitch is probably the best, but any of those are pretty good. And we have a weekly battle where 2 or more of the factions usually face off, and there's lore, there's games, and that's kind of what the whole world of Aetos and the game is built around, are those live streams and those battles. You will be controlling a character and will be playing against other player characters, and whoever wins gets to decide the outcome of the war. Not the complete outcome, but kind of the next step. So whoever wins and whoever loses, there will be consequences and rewards for both sides. Over on my Discord is where the next part of the game really happens. That's where we have the majority of our roleplay, also our quests and influence points. And what quests are for is to give you influence, and you get influence so that you can become general and lead your soldiers into battle. And you can also earn glory, and there might be a little bit of a little reward if you have the most glory by the end of the series, just saying. But anyways, Discord is a great place to share your character intro and to build a relationship with the community. It's a really fun place, so I would definitely recommend you check it out. And finally, there's character creation, and that is kind of the most fun part of all of Aetos, is your character. You get to come up with flaws and strengths and use weapons and background stories and whatever else you feel is appropriate for your character, and you can share it anywhere. You can share it on Instagram. You could go into my live streams on Twitch and you could share it there. You can even share it in the Discord. We have a specific channel for it, so that you can keep track of all of your little character things. It's just a really fun part, and probably one of my favorite parts of the game of Aetos. I get asked a lot, what is the story for Aetos? I have a few other videos that date back to the beginning of the lore, but here it is for you in one place as of Season 7. Season 1 began with peace in North Aetos. Teolar, Lanhul, Delin, and Chahar were the world leaders in the continent of North Aetos. And those were the 4 starting factions for all players in Season 1. It began with the World Fair, and the World Fair is a yearly celebration held in Teolar to celebrate the progress of innovation, invention, and creation spread all throughout Aetos, and all the rulers from the greatest countries came to the capital city of Bayar. During the World Fair, King Drado of Teolar invited the highest ranking officials, kings, and rulers of the surrounding countries to a banquet. And at this banquet, the Prince of Chahar insulted the Princess Pyrrhus and her father. And so the Prince of Chahar and Emperor Gragos, the Emperor of Chahar, were asked to leave, and they returned to Chahar. Tensions between Teolar and Chahar continued to grow in the following weeks till it climaxed with the Taian execution of Chaharian Prince Zerad after his attempted kidnapping of Princess Pyrrhus of Teolar. This sparked outrage on both sides. The Taians could not believe that Chaharians would be so bold as to try and kidnap Princess Pyrrhus, and the Chaharians were shocked that the Taians executed their own prince. So that started many skirmishes on the borders until the first battle, the Battle of Uruk. It was now war between Chahar and Teolar, and Chahar sought out allies with their southern neighbors, the Anin. The Western powers, Teolar, Lanhul, watched on in anticipation, and Lanhul sent to Teolar to ally with them. The Delanin and the Alani have a deep history of hate against each other, and the Alani were not ready to risk war with Delanin without someone standing by their side. If the Anin and the Chaharians sided against Teolar and wiped them out, Lanhul could be next. So it was the West versus the East. From there, more factions became involved. Zeta was the faction of Season 2, and they rebelled against Taelar because of the Taian oppression that was necessitated by the Taians' war effort. Gendron was the vassal state of Jahar and obviously was pulled into the war to help Jahar against Taelar. MMOTTRPG thought they could be peaceful till Droneland saw a chance to reclaim their former glory and attacked MMOTTRPG. Des and Droneland united against Gendron, their hopes of world domination and glory and knowledge being their driving factors. In South Aetos, the MMOTTRPGans discovered the Meraxi, Yaroans, and Zudans, and found out that the Meraxi and Yaroans were being attacked by the Zudans, so everybody was in war. And then came the Crescentian Corsairs. The Taians hired them to go attack Zeta. There were now essentially two wars going on. There was the war for North Aetos, and then there was the war for South Aetos. North Aetos had three sides: Droneland and Des, Jahar and Delanin, and Taelar, MMOTTRPG, Milan Hul, with a few outliers struggling to survive. And on Southern Aetos, it was Meraxan Yarrow versus Zuda. But for a few of the recent factions, all of the continental Aetosian factions are in one war or another. So tell me, will you answer my summons? Will you create a character? Keep an eye out for those future videos that will come out very soon, and be sure to check out the Wanderer's Handbook. The link is in the description. But until next time, peace.